This week, we've been taking a look at candidates in contested races to help educate you and get you prepared for going to the ballot box. We've been looking at contested races for the Iowa House and Senate, and tonight, we look at the race for a 2-year term in District 80 for the Iowa House of Representatives. Now, District 80 covers all of Monroe and Appanoose counties and half, it'd be the western half, of Wapello and Mahaska counties. The largest cities within the district include Centerville and Albia, and it borders right up against Ottumwa. Running for the District 80 is incumbent candidate Larry Sheets. He's a Republican, Garrett Byrd, a Libertarian, and Levi Grinko, a Democrat. Sheets is seeking his 3rd term as a representative. He's 73 years old, resides on his farm just outside of Moulton, Iowa. He has a history in electrical engineering and holds 16 patents. Tree farming and teaching are some of his hobbies. He has a wife and 10 children. Now, Byrd is 25 years old. He lives on a farm outside of Mystic, Iowa with his wife and 1 child. He's an Air Force veteran, currently attending school at Indian Hills. Grinko is also 25 years old, lives in Centerville, where he was born and raised. He graduated from the University of Iowa and then started a business managing social media accounts for clients. Grinko says he's running for office because he believes he has the strength, fire, and passion to fight for his district at the State House. Well, KYOU asked each candidate about their positions on budget priorities as well as taxes. Well, here's a portion of what they had to say.
It's not going to do much good if we give all the money to education and there's nothing left for the other functions. If education is the most important, which is the way that we believe it is, those kids have got to be healthy, though. When they go to school, they won't learn anything. And if they aren't healthy, or if they are healthy but they ride a bus and the roads are dangerous, that's not good either. So you have to make sure there's enough for transportation. And then again, children can be endangered on the way, so the police force and judicial have got to be funded. So our job, what we're paid to do, is to do the balancing act. I would raise taxes in a wartime or an emergency situation or something like that. In the state of Iowa, our corporate income tax is 12%, and that's the highest in the nation. And to increase the taxes, if it drives companies out, it's counterproductive.
I think that we should prioritize public schools, and as long as the government is going to be in control of it, roads and bridges. So a lot of the services that the government provides, why don't we get the government to stop providing them and instead open that up to small business and local business to provide those services? We need to reallocate the existing funding and then cut it back. We don't want to cut anything back quickly or abruptly. We want to make sure that there are private industries that fill the gap so that nobody's left out in the cold. I don't think that more funding is the answer. I think that more efficient use of tax dollars is the answer.
As a state of Iowa, we give $611 million in just tax breaks and tax credits. And that's a lot of money, and that's per year. And if we can redistribute that a little bit to, help a little bit these smaller businesses, but on top of that, make sure the businesses that we have already that do provide good jobs, that are doing just fine, just a little bit less, that does create a lot more income that we can invest towards, giving to small businesses, helping our rural Iowa schools, infrastructure, and making sure our water quality is great.
Well, Iowa's temporary medical marijuana law will expire July 1st of next year. But a new law is expected to take shape during the next legislative session. So we asked the candidates for their stance on medical marijuana. And here's a portion of what they had to say.
Doctors cannot legally, according to the Drug Enforcement Agency, work with medical marijuana because it's Schedule 1. So why the federal government doesn't get off the pot and do their job and make it Schedule 2 so doctors could deal with this like any other drug is beyond me. The best thing we can do as a state is say, for these kind of medicines, we won't arrest. But we don't want to be like Colorado, and we don't want to be like California.
I'm pro-medical marijuana. There are 700 different ailments to the human body that we can cure. I would say that I'm in favor of legalizing marijuana because there's a ton of different uses.
As a state, are we ready to move forward in legalizing marijuana? That's probably a different issue, and I don't know where I'm at on that. But for oils and medicinal use marijuana, for medical purposes, absolutely I would be in favor of that. If it helps people, of course I'm going to be in favor of it.
Now, if you'd like to see an extended version of our interviews with the candidates, you can do so by going to our website. It's printed at the bottom of your screen. It is KYOUtv.com.